I understand that you heard Donald Trump say some racist shit behind the scenes.
I mean, really, Adam? He says racist shit in front of the scenes.
Not that racist, though.
Yeah, no, he says racist shit in front of the scenes all the time.
Okay, have you ever heard?
He damn near came down and said he's going to put a fucking border up.
Okay, well, I'm behind that for sure.
I mean, he's been racially inappropriate.
You seen what's going on down there? There's a lot of trouble.
Adam, are you serious right now?
I think that the wall was always a pretty solid idea.
I can't get on that with you. I can't
Really?
go on that train with you.
I mean, there's a very big crisis at the border right now.
I think that you can discuss the crisis at the border without using divisive language and slogans that disclude races from feeling welcome in America, just like he called COVID the Chinese flu or the China flu, which then offended a lot of people culturally and probably made a lot of people feel unwelcome in this country since the president was titling it in a way that was very thoughtless.
But it seems it may have emerged from a lab in China. So if they invented it, I think we got to give them credit.
No one Chinese in this country had anything to do with COVID spreading across the world. And no one Chinese in this country should feel like the president, who is the face of our country, is basically putting some blame with his wording.
He's a bombastic communicator.
Like Kanye almost. But Kanye's a genius, a musical genius. But so let me not make the comparison. Actually, that was not a good comparison. But yes,
I don't think he'd mind.
He doesn't use his words as effectively as he could. And I don't even honestly think that he's that hateful as he comes across. I think he just does whatever's good for the green.
You were on set at The Apprentice, though. Did you ever hear him use the N-word?
No, but he did, from what I remember, allegedly, when there was like an off moment, he was saying something about, why don't blacks love me? I love blacks. They should love me. You're one. I have blacks. You're one of my blacks, right, Arsenio? He said some shit that was hella out of pocket. I'm white and I can't speak on what it would be to experience that as a black person in that room, but it felt really fucking off in my soul. It sat real sideways in my soul. And I've looked at Arsenio like, I don't know if he was going to punch him or if he was going to just continue on with the filming. But I don't think anyone should say to somebody else, you're one of my blacks. That doesn't sound right to me at all.
But you remember the clip where he said, that's my African-American over there?
No, he actually said that into the world? Okay, well, then there you go. So
it's more funny than offensive. It occurs to me that Trump is almost like a prison dude, because like we just had a Mexican rapper named Lefty Gunplay on here, and he talks about
Lefty who?
Lefty Gunplay. You should check him out.
I thought we weren't allowed to have guns here.
He had to leave it in the car. But
he left the Glock in the glam room?
Allegedly. I have no idea if he had a gun. But he talks about the blacks a lot because he's coming from prison. He's a Mexican, so they just talk about the blacks. The blacks
That's
talk
what
about
they
the
say
Mexicans.
in prison, the blacks?
Yeah. The whites, the blacks, the Mexicans.
Oh, like they're divided by race is what you're saying.
I'm saying Trump could potentially get by on that. You could just say that he's been hanging out with
he could also potentially be going to prison, so it's good that he understands the lingo.
I don't think he's going to prison even if he gets convicted.
He won't go to an official prison, but there'll be an ankle monitor and a never-ending stay at Mar-a-Lago or someplace like it.
Right.
Unfortunately, jail doesn't look the same for someone that big, but he's got 91 indictments, I think, now.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll let him walk the yard. They'll stick him in some
I don't think he wants to walk the yard, babe. Have you seen him? I don't think he's a walker.
I feel like the prison population probably like largely supports Trump.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I tell you, when I went to Bali, they support him there too. And I first argued with like the first 4 or 5 people that tried taking up for him. And then I was like, okay, this is something I'm not going to be able to do while living here. So I'm just going to let it go. We barely talk about politics or Trump, so I'm going to just let it slide. But because people go to Bali because they want to distance themselves from their country or things that occurred, or they come for healing to get away from wherever they were, it's a place where you go to seek a new life and a better life. So you see a lot of people that are rebelling against the system that live there.
And that's kind of his brand.
And that's his brand. And so they don't live in America. They weren't Americans that loved him, but people from all around the world would take up for him in Bali. And I would literally be like, I'm the only American sitting here. That man is trash, throw him in the fucking garbage. No.
Yeah, I can see that. I understand you have.
And you know that is a lot for me to say because I fully also can say his son was my soulmate then and up till now. I had a love with him that I've never repeated with anyone else.
But you also seem to make it clear that you think that his dad's presidency essentially kind of like ruined him, or how he responded to his dad's presidency by sort of becoming this.
I think that every single one of us that are in this industry are opportunists, and he got the opportunity of a lifetime and he took it, and I probably would have too. So it doesn't make me hate him, but I do always want to be a constant reminder that I'm still here, I'm still talking, I'm still being authentic and doing me, and I didn't have to sell out in any bullshit. I'm not having to lie, come to an interview about OnlyFans and lie about my old boss or anything that I'm going through. It's emotional, it's hard, it's rough. I dated a guy, it didn't work, I still love him. Never loved anyone the way I love Don Jr. I'm telling you a lot of difficult things that don't have pretty endings and nice bows to wrap up on, but I certainly don't have to Kimberly Garfield and act like I hate a bunch of people that I don't. I don't know who's worse off. I think him, but who knows?